As Barry Davis once said about Nicky Butt, we're going to be bringing an end to things today. We're going to be bringing an end to the season. We've got Basaksehir in a game that if we win, we secure the title, followed by Galatasaray in the Cup. So we could potentially get a double in today's episode. And this is also the final episode of Breaking the Big Three that will be recorded in these surroundings. Not that you can see any of these surroundings, but you know, it's the end of an era in that sense. But it's not the end of Breaking the Big Three. We're going to continue despite the Liverpool disappointment. We're going to continue. But now, let's wrap this season up in style. Hello there everybody, merhaba arkadaşlar. Welcome back to the channel. Tekrar hoş geldiniz. Episode 61 of Breaking the Big Three today. We're at the end of the 2024-2025 season, and we're potentially going to get a double, another double, the fifth double and a quintuple double or something like that today. Anyway, we'll find out soon as we take on Basaksehir. Just one thing before we get started, big thank you again to everybody who follows the channel and watches the videos. We've recently passed the 250 subscriber mark, as I mentioned in my recent channel update, which I'm very happy about. These little milestones are important as we grow the channel. And speaking of growing the community, I have set up a Facebook page for this channel. So the link's in the description down below, and also the link to my Twitter. So if you're not connected with me there already, please go and like that Facebook page. Follow me on Twitter. It's just a way we can perhaps grow the community a bit more, can do some updates in between videos and so on. So, you know, if you do that, great. Thank you very much. And also, don't forget to hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber already. Share the video far and wide, all very much appreciated. Only the one match to report on since the Liverpool disappointment, shall we say. That was a Sivasspor game. 4 different scorers there: Gustafsson, Jaylan, Pimenta and Oscar, all getting on the score sheet. 2 goals in each half. Textbook stuff, textbook stuff. And that leaves the Super League looking like this as we head into the final 3 games. We're 5 points ahead of Basaksehir. So we play them today. If we beat them, we're obviously going to be 8 points ahead with 2 games to play. Title sewn up in the bag. I've already packed the sewing kit in the bags. Never mind. Let's get on with the match. So this is how we're lining up today. Going with a 4-3-3 as we are away from home. And we're going with Utku in goal. Jakob and Alpaslan in the full-back positions. Gökhan Savic in the centre of the park. Omer van der Gen and Servet in the middle. Evren and Oscar on the wings. Gustafsson, 25 goals this season. He gets the nod up front. And we're going to tell the team to do this one for the fans, which, wow, Gustafsson's psyched about winning the title for the fans. Everyone else, usual, you've got what it takes. Okay, pre-match pleasantries out of the way. We kick off in our black strip. Let's see if we can win this title today. Well, it's hardly end-to-end excitement so far. We've had no highlights. The first shots of the game have literally just been registered on the stats. But here come Basaksehir in a rather tango-y orange kit. Their attack breaks down, quickly playing Gustafsson, gets it out to Evren, that naughty boy, and he sets up Oscar. Evren starting his road to redemption after that sending off against Liverpool. Evren I've not forgotten, and I will not forget for a very long time. Anyway, nice play, quick break, out of defence. Evren, Oscar just in acres of space, even had time to slide back a little bit to get the shot in. Lovely stuff. Okay, Evren with the free kick this time. Gustafsson, acres of space this time. Gustafsson with the goal. 2 highlights, 2 attacks, 2 goals. We're efficient, if nothing else. Basaksehir, look at all these empty seats. This is like a potential title decider. Your team have to win this to stay in the title race, and the stadium's half empty. Ridiculous. Anyway, here come Basaksehir looking to pull one back quickly, but once again they get caught in possession. They've won it back this time though. They're coming through the middle, and it comes out to the wing. Kasuki gets it into Erkan, and that's their first decent shot of the game, but it's gone wide. And we reach half-time. We're cruising 2-0 up. Basaksehir yet to have a shot on target. Things are going very well, but we need to make sure it stays that way, so do not get complacent. That's what we're going to say. Get yourselves out there. Let's wrap this up. Have another title celebration back in Ankara. I'm actually going to be in Turkey in a few days as I'm recording this. I'm thinking by the time the episode's out, I will already be there. But yeah, so anybody out there in Ankara, in Turkey, watching this, make sure my title celebration is ready when I get there. Okay, Evren gets in a cross. Weird header from Oscar, but the attack's still on. Evren's got it again. He's going to whip in another cross, I think. Oscar with the header. Wow, that was some goal. That was some goal. Oscar has been a revelation this season. Yannick Johansson has been out injured so much. Yannick Johansson's played a pitiful amount of league games, like 5 league games or something like that. Oscar, though, has been amazing. The young Spaniard. I don't think we need Johansson to be fit. We can sell off Johansson in the summer if needs be, because Oscar is the man. 20 years old, so no longer a teenager. Just double checking on that. Here comes Evren. He sets up Gustafsson. Gustafsson off the bar. Thinking of players performing well, of course, we're near the end of the season, so I'm going to wrap this episode up with the game's end of season awards and so on. So what do you think? Who's the player of the season out of this team? Who's the standout player? Who's the promising young player of the season in your eyes? Who deserves that nod? Who do you think's likely to get honoured in the Turkish Football Super League Federation Awards? What do you think? Anyway, substitution time. Fatih Turk, get yourself on there. Evren Şengül has had a really good game, but his night's over. Pimenta, come on for Şentürk, and why not make the full rack of substitutions? We're going to leave Oscar on so he can perhaps get that much sought after hat-trick. I'm going to put Ibrahim Sumer on for Omer, get him a bit of a run out. He doesn't get many of those. And I'm going to praise the team. I don't usually, just as I'm about to praise the team, one of the team gets sent off. Good timing. Just made all the substitutions. Thanks. Okay, so I'm just going to, because we've only got like 12 minutes left, I'm just going to stick Ibrahim out there. He'll just play as a right back for the final 10 minutes. I don't think Basaksehir are going to score 4 goals, are they? Well, they've scored 1. Oops. Okay, a stupid sending off from old Jakob there. There's absolutely no need for him to make any kind of rash challenge there at all. Anyway, concentrate, boys. I'm sure Basaksehir gave up long ago. Here we go. Ibrahim, our new fullback, with a dodgy throw in, but never mind. The whistle goes for full time. Yeah, a bit of a strange damp squib put on that by the sending off there. But okay, we are the champions. Thoroughly professional job. Well done. Let's leave the match. We've got a cup final coming up. Confirmation there. Genclerbirligi clinch another title. We've done the double because that goes with the Super Cup. Our 5-1 away win over Kasımpaşa was apparently the pivotal match. That's our 5th title in a row, 6th title overall. Good stuff. Let's keep them coming. But let's get something in Europe next time too. Anyway, that's the league title. 1 down, 1 to go. Fade to black. Be right back for Galatasaray in the cup final. And welcome back. Tekrar hoş geldiniz. It's cup final day. We're at the Atatürk Olympic Stadium in Istanbul playing Galatasaray. So one of the biggest games of the season. I do believe I mentioned this before, but just in case I didn't, let's bring this up. You see here, we are now a rival of Galatasaray's. We're a competitive rival of theirs. So Galatasaray, Tokatspor, Bursaspor, Basaksehir and their huge rivals Fenerbahce on the way to the final. And for us, we played Altay, Boluspor, Konyaspor and Besiktas on our way to the final. We also lost 1, our first defeat in many years in the cup, in the away game to Konyaspor. Scraped through there on away goals, but plain sailing the rest of the way. In the press conference, I was asked if I saw Boluspor as the key opponent in this cup run. They're bottom of the Super League. We played Besiktas in the semi-finals, and they're asking me about Boluspor. They've got to sort these press conferences out. Okay, I forgot to do the lineup before the match, but a few changes from the previous game, mainly because I've used a lot of rotation players in the cup competition, so I have that feeling that the players who got us here should then play in the final as well, which is why we've got Bigel in goal, Demir and Fernandez in the centre of the park, Özgür Otaç and Ensberger in the full-back positions, Sumer, Mustafa Salam and Pimenta in the middle of the park, Timuçin Ceylan, Murat Özkan and Besse up front. As I said, this is all about rewarding the people who got us this far. Team talk, we are going to tell the team, what can you do to keep our run going? Seems as good an option as any. We'll sprinkle in a little bit of faith. Everyone seems happy. Yes, I've left Yannick Johansson out because he is the ultimate glass man. He will just get injured. He's probably got injured just sitting on the bench watching the game. Okay, so with that tunnel interview out of the way, time to kick things off. Quite the occasion here. We're in the huge Atatürk Olympic Stadium, which is, I think, about 80,000 capacity. It's that place. I mentioned this when we played a cup final here before. It's that stadium where Liverpool won that match, that night in Istanbul, all those years ago. It's quite a while ago now, isn't it? 13 years ago, must be. Seems like just yesterday. Well, it's certainly been a dull cup final so far, apart from that initial highlight. Nothing much has happened. One of the Galatasaray players has picked up a knock. Mustafa Salam's picked up a yellow card. We haven't had a shot on target yet. And half-time's about to come. Thrilling stuff. This cup final. Thrilling stuff. Looks like... Oh, Ensberger. Potential lower leg injury. Man it out till half-time, and then we'll take you off. I didn't actually pick a left-back amongst my substitutes. Well, that's good, isn't it? We'll sort that out in a second. Team talk. I'm going to tell the team that that was disappointing. Not happy with our performance out there at all. Okay, so we're going to have to bring on Jakob Duman. Play him a bit out of position. How does Özgür fare over there? Even worse. So, okay, that's going to have to do as we start the second half. Okay, Galatasaray kicking off then in the second half. Let's hope it's a bit more exciting than the first. We'd like a goal, please. A goal from Genclerbirligi, of course. We're in pursuit of yet another double. Here we go. The ball falls for Besse. Pimenta plays in Ceylan. Ceylan skips past his man, but the shot's saved by the keeper, cleared by the defender. Best chance of the game so far, I think. Our first shot on target. Let's see if we can build on that. Okay, here we go. Özgür with the throw. He's going to whip in across here. Besse gets it into Murat, and Ceylan with the goal. Great stuff. We've finally taken the lead, and hopefully we're going to see it out from here. At least we're not playing a European match, so we should be able to do that. Nicely worked, though, from the throw-in. And then, yes, Ceylan with the simplest of tap-ins across the keeper. Well, we've definitely taken the initiative in this second half. Galatasaray haven't really mustered anything. All the highlights have been ours. You see, we're dominating the stats now, whereas at the end of the first half, we weren't playing that well at all. I think that a bit of tough talk, the old assertive, I'm not happy with you, did the trick. It's all psychological in these cup finals. Oh, dearie me, bit of a dodgy mistake from Fernandez there. And, ooh, Bigel. Bigel with the big ol' save. The big ol' save, yes. At a crucial time in the game. Concentrate from here. Okay, Ceylan's got it. Plays it back to Özgür. Up the wing again to Ceylan. Gets it through to Besse. Besse cuts inside. Nicely done. Bounces off someone. Pimenta, I think. The attack's broken down, though. And we've got a quick Galatasaray break. Don't let them score here. No, they didn't, thankfully, but they've got another chance. They're throwing things forward. I think we're going to have to do some tactical tweaks here to stop them. But Pimenta's played in Besse. Maybe not. Maybe we're going to get a goal here. Ceylan. Ceylan with a great chance. Great chance, but straight at the keeper. Time for some substitutions, I think. What are we going to do? Dare we bring on Johansson? Dare we bring on Johansson? We might have to, because Murat Özkan is not looking so hot. And Ibrahim Suma, I think, yeah, Omar Korkmaz, dependable player to bring on. So those are our final two substitutions. Tactically, we're going to make some changes as soon as it lets me. Okay, there we go. Thank you very much. Tactically, so we're going back defensive. I'm going to pull the wingers back. All the standard stuff that I normally do. And we're just going to switch those wingers onto support. Defensive, yes, we're going to try and retain possession. Waste a bit of time, if you please. And we'll take off the overlap and play out of defense. Be a bit more disciplined. Off you go. Okay, there you go. We've won the cup. Galatasaray were the better team in the first half. They had a little spell as we approached the final 10 minutes, but then we killed the game off after that as the boys celebrate. That's 2 trophies in 2 matches. Pretty good success rate, it has to be said. So back in the dressing room, over the spraying champagne. We're going to tell them to enjoy these moments. And that is that. Timothy Ceylan is the guy who got the goal. We're going to have our first raft of awards coming up. So we've done a famous treble. Once again, oh, look at that. Genclerbirligi, 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 Genclerbirligi. Say that 5 times fast. And there you go. It's Pimenta who wins Player of the Year in the cup with his 5 goals in 6 appearances. And an average rating of 7.95. Pretty darn good. Murat Özkan is the runner-up. Both of them well-deserved. We're going to congratulate Pimenta on winning that award. Good stuff from him. Let's have a look at his profile. So he's still only on 2.5 stars current ability. He's not developed as much as my other midfielders, but he's a very good rotation player. You've seen him in previous episodes, bagging the goals in key matches and so on. So I'm happy for him to stay rather. Strasbourg are interested in prying him away from us. Well, no. All right, then, we've wrapped up the season. We played our final 2 games. Did we win them? Of course we did. We took on Antalyaspor, 1-0 win at home. Fairly quiet game, and a 2-1 win against Akhisarspor in the final game of the season. Fatih Turk grabbing a brace, a triumphant return for Fatih Turk, it has to be said. First set of awards, having a look at the league awards. So Hakan Gustafsson came 3rd in the goal scoring charts with 16 goals. Unlucky, because the 1st and 2nd place guys only got 17, so they were just 1 ahead of him. But this is a crucial thing. Sorry, late night motorbike rider going outside. 10 assists. 10 assists, whereas look at the other guys, 4 and 3. So Gustafsson, he was involved in a lot of the goals we scored. Servette wins the Young Player of the Year award, so we will congratulate him on that. Good job from him, 24 appearances. So he's now establishing himself in the first team squad. That's great. He also makes the team of the year along with Gustafsson. Only the two Genclerbirligi players. I guess they're giving the other guys a chance. That's good. Basaksehir have a defender called Backboard. Now that is an apt name for a defender. Backs to the board and all that. And let's have a look. Defender of the year, no Genclerbirligi players there. Midfielder of the year, also no Genclerbirligi. Gustafsson got 3rd in the forward of the year. I don't know. They're just overlooking us despite our 5 titles in a row. Let's have a look at the end of season awards. So, fans player of the season, Evren Şengül got the vote despite his moment of madness against Liverpool. Hakan Gustafsson 2nd. Alparslan Kutlu, the unheralded left back, has apparently got a bit of a connection with 7% of the fans at least. Goal of the season for Pimenta against Boluspor on New Year's Day. Signing of the season, Fernandez, who we got at a snip, 775k from Saprissa in his native Costa Rica. Young player of the season, Murat Özkan, who was of course recalled when we had an injury crisis on the left wing earlier in the season. Outshone Yannick Johansson, made the team of the year ahead of Oscar, so good on him. Season review from the board, or from the media, I guess this one. Everything is all done. Win, win, win. It was just Europe that was that disappointment. Squad dynamics, all looking good. I don't look at the dynamics screen as much as I used to, just because it's not really a problem. It's always good, very good, excellent. Hierarchy, you see all the team leaders, all the highly influential players support me, so we've got the dynamics down. Here we go. This is the board review. So they're delighted with my leadership. Winning the Super League was a highlight. Champions League was a disappointment. I'll go with that as well. A little bit low on the dressing room atmosphere here at 62%. Competitions, obviously the Champions League has brought that down a bit, but all of those are, in the right direction. So yeah, overall injury. Jannik Johansson, look at that, he missed 51% of the season. 5 separate injuries, the longest one keeping him out for 4 months. Shinasi Erdem, that's the youngster, came through a couple of years ago who got a broken leg immediately after being signed. He's out on loan, but he's also struggled with injuries, so those are 2 players that we're going to have to manage carefully. Training wise, wow, that's the first time I've seen everybody happy with training. Maybe because that's because they're on an end of season break now. But it's all looked good so far. I think, it's always a difficult thing with this kind of save. I've had this in Turkey before, actually, several years ago when I was trying the small to big club Euro Nation challenge on the SI forums, and I had a team and we were just walking the league every year and just coming up short in Europe all the time, never getting past the quarterfinal stage. That's what we've got here. So next season we've got to be looking to push on. And if we look at the squad and if I just rank these players by ability, I mean, Gustafsson, he's really come on leaps and bounds. He is now definitely the first choice striker. Şengül is a great player when he doesn't get sent off. Mustafa Salam, Servet, Oscar, Omer, these guys are all young. Look, they're all 19 and 20, so give them a couple more seasons, and as long as we can keep them, we've got a huge potential to win here. Jannik Johansson, unfortunately, injuries are a problem. Let's see, we've got Leipzig interested in them. I might be tempted to take them up on that. And if we look at the potential, now if these guys reach their potential, I mean, look at that. Timurchin, he's our top-ranked player potential-wise. Tarık Demir as a defender. Fernandez also. Lots of players here in the 4-star plus range. So there's hope. It might take a few more seasons to get some success, like some semi-final, final, maybe even a win in Europe, who knows. But I think the potential's there. Can I do it before Football Manager 2019 is released? Well, we will see. Anyway, this is the last episode I'm going to record in Bahrain. I'll try and fit something in while I'm traveling over the next couple of weeks, although I'm not promising anything, and I do need to catch up on an International Manager of Mystery as well. But as we've got to the end of the season, this is a more natural place to have a little break if needs be. And I hope I'll be back with regular episodes within a couple of weeks. But thank you very much for watching. I know this has been a long episode with the end of season stuff and so on, but thanks for sticking with it to the end. If you have stuck with it to the end, then you might as well click on that like button while you're here. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm Dodgy Gamer. I don't know where I'll see you from. I don't know when. But I'll see you soon.